Okay, now class, I'm back. So let's proceed with the continuation of our discussion. So I will be discussing the AutoCAD interface. So please have your notes beside you and your pens so that you can take down notes. Now let's study the content of your entire AutoCAD workspace. Now let's start at the topmost area. So we have here the application button. So this is the icon for AutoCAD. Next, you have here the quick access tool. So quick access tool has the following. So new drawing, opening a new drawing, opening from a folder, save as, and then you have here plot. You have here undo and redo, and then we have here the title bar, which has the information on the version of the open software. Next, we have here the file name. So at default, the file name is drawing.dwg, which signifies the extension of a drawing file. Next, we have here the minimize, the maximize, and the close button. Now, right below the title bar, we have series of pull-down menus or pull-down menu bar. Now, we start with the home. So, under home, you have the following standard ribbons that you usually use when you perform illustration in AutoCAD. Now, the others would be, like, say, for example, annotate. Okay. Now, this is used to edit text. You have a separate set of ribbons there. Say, for example, you have 3D tools. You also have separate ribbons for 3D tools. Now, for the meantime, we have to dock in first under home because we are just starting with the use of the software. Okay, so under home, we have the following ribbons available. So let's start with the draw tools or the draw toolbars. Okay, so we have the following for the draw tools. You have line, you have polyline, you have circle, you have arc, rectangle. When you put your cursor there and then select pull down, you have polygon. Next, you have ellipse. You have here hatch. Okay, now right after the draw tools, you have the modify tools. So modify tools is used to edit your drawings. We have the following set of tools available. So you have move, rotate, trim, erase, okay? And then we have copy, mirror, fillet, explode, okay? Stretch, scale, array, and offset, okay? Now next, after the modify tool, you have the annotation wherein you can edit or indicate the dimension and text. Now, after annotation, you have here layers. Along with layers, you have the properties. Now, this is the area wherein you edit the layers and properties of the line incorporated in your drawing. Now, there's a separate discussion regarding the use of layers and properties. Now, next, right below the ribbons would be our Start tab. So, Start tab is just the same to the area wherein we started a new drawing. Okay, and next we have the File tab. File tab indicates the existing workspace. So this is drawing 1. Next, you have the UCS icon. Now, UCS signifies User Coordinate System. Now, this identifies the orientation of your illustration, which has reference to X and Y, meaning to say you are ready to plot a two-dimensional drawing. Okay, now next, after UCS icon, you have the command window. Now, the command window, like what I've said during our first discussion, this is the important area wherein you type in the command and incorporate the information needed in order for you to come up with the illustration. Next, we have the drawing area. So, this is the entire drawing area extended from top to bottom, left to right. Okay. Now, next, you have the cursor or the crosshair. Okay, the cursor or the crosshair is this moving icon here at the middle. Okay, so this identifies alignments, horizontal and vertical. Now, since we are to edit first the configuration of your cursor, okay, so we have to go first under command config. Okay, type in config. Okay, enter. Okay, you will be prompted to an option screen. Okay, so we will be editing the crosshair. So let you go to display. Okay, and then look for the area wherein you can find the crosshair size and maximize it to 100%. Just slide it to 100%. There. Next, you go here to colors. Okay, and then you go to crosshair and just change the color of the crosshair. Okay, so go to color, select color, and then you have here a color palette. Look and try to select color number 14 or any earth tone colors. So this one, color number 14. So click OK, and then apply and close, and then double check before you apply, and then click OK. Okay, next, right below this area is what we call the status bar. Now the status bar corresponds to the F keys. Now we have separate discussion here on our next lecture. Okay, so for the meantime, I want you to review and edit the area, and then kindly edit the configuration of your crosshair, and then let's proceed with the next lecture about the use of OSNAP and the F keys. So I'll be giving you at least 15 minutes to work on the configuration, and then I'll be back with the next instructions. Thank you.